messing with you, don't worry.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Let's just first make sure that everyone can properly hear us. Please let us know in the chat if you're getting some kind of audio from this stream. That would be lovely.
Yo.
Hello.
Hello. Loud and clear. Thank you, Dizzy.
And now we're gonna be silent the entire hour.
And yeah, exactly. So, let me introduce myself for those who don't know me. I am TayLee, I'm a community manager for Vigor, and I will be moderating this stream. I am joined by the lovely Michal and Witchy, right here, who will now introduce themselves, right?
You understand?
Okay. Hey, I'm Witchy. I am a junior QA here at Bohemka, and I'm working on Vigor. Nice to see y'all. You can go.
Okay. Greetings, Outlanders. I'm Michal. I'm the senior technical designer, which means that I'm in charge of the technical design department. You ask what it is? Well, we're basically kind of like programmers, but not really, and we implement stuff, we fix bugs, and we add new features, tweak features, do stuff, and yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and some of you might be wondering what this stream will be about. Well, it's mostly about update 15.1 and yeah, what was added in it. But first, let's take a look at something we have added right now, which is Summer Day Cosmetics.
I am showing it off.
You are showing it off right now. You can see it on the... wait, can you see it on the screen? No, you can't.
Oh
No!
no! I was doing my special move.
No! Do it again, please. This is Witch's special move. And yeah, these cosmetics... Oh, it's okay. So these cosmetics are meant to bring some summer vibes into the Outlands. You can buy them, you will be able to buy them for the whole summer, so July, August. And they will regularly appear in the featured store for some interesting discounts.
And even at cosmetic stores.
Yes, exactly. So
let's move the summer one. Where is it?
Where do we have it?
There is the...
Yep.
Bucket hats. Yeah.
And fedora.
Fedora. While I don't really wear either of those in real life, I might put it on in the Outlands, you know, living my best life through video games, just as we do.
Come on, even the dying mask.
I mean, you know, apocalypse is over, you know, world probably got a bit warmer, or who knows, so, you know, just bring up your Hawaiian t-shirts and caps and just have a bit of fun.
Everyone needs a Hawaiian shirt.
Maybe we can, like, in some update down the road, we can add, like, a barbecue function or something, that you can just start a barbecue somewhere in the map.
I would like that. And Fashion Police is probably dead.
True.
So...
I mean, unless some of you guys want to be the Fashion Police and just run around encounters and shooting everyone that looks ugly.
Okay, maybe... If you could guys show us your best summer outfit, it would be so great.
Yep, definitely. Share it with us on our socials, maybe on Reddit, maybe on, I don't know, Facebook comments. The Community Corner.
Oh.
Community Corner competition, definitely. For a chance to win some free crowns.
Also, Tiny, like, we can't throw this into the camera. It's too
It's
precious.
too precious.
I mean, not the camera, obviously, the tomato, but still.
Like, we only get one huge streaming tomato. It's special for us.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, like, I still have mine on my desk below my monitor is like one of the 3 guardians of Vigor.
Mine is sitting there right next to the tomato minute thingy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I guess that's it for the cosmetics. And we can maybe queue up for some nice game before getting more into the 15.1 nitty-gritty.
We are all dressed up, so let's do some... let's do elimination.
Yeah, you have your summer clothes, so like what better option to go to a winter map?
I hope it's gonna be a nice weather.
Vigor certified.
Vigor approved.
And we do have some suggestion for a new cosmetic for the game, which would be your hair.
Oh yeah, I mean that would be awesome.
I mean, we already have pink beards, so let's do that, please. Let's continue doing that. More colors needed.
Like, so not just colors, but like generally their style. Looks cool.
That would be. Imagine it on the men.
Everybody liked that.
Anyway, folks.
So, update 15.1. This was one of our smaller updates, and it was mostly focused on fixing bugs and overall just improving some quality of life. And bugs we fixed. And I would just like to really thank all of you who sent us all of the reports we have received, because it does really help a lot with the investigation and with knowing how prevalent the bugs are, which console that happens on, right? That helps you a lot. And yeah, so thank you again. And maybe before you load into elimination, we'll see.
I mean, like, Witchy herself could talk about like how important the feedback actually is, because whenever we get the report about bug, we need to figure out exactly what context it happens in, so we now, like technically as programmers, can actually find the exact piece of code or whatever and actually fix it. So the more information we have, the better. And sometimes what we get is a little bit vague, so then our colleagues, our great friends in QA, need to figure out what actually happens there and give us more detailed information. So when you guys provide us with those details, it really helps not just us to find the bug, but also QA testers like Witchy here to actually be able to better identify where the problem actually is. So thanks, guys.
Exactly, as some bugs can be even console specific, it is very important for us, and we are very thankful that you provide us the information through our lovely community management ladies. So thank you guys so much, it's really helpful, and you're helping us make the game even better.
So maybe let's get into the bugs that were fixed. What was the trickiest or your favorite one that was fixed in this update?
Exit tells for sure.
Exit tells?
Yeah, I love those.
And that was the one that you figured out, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, it was reported from our community, but I was reporting it. The thing is, like, it didn't really work as we expected, and we managed to fix it together, which was awesome. And then there is the oh no, I'm gonna have to pick. I'm sorry. Give me guys a second. Oh no! Now I'm gonna break it. And then there is the crafting menu that we fixed. When you craft or deconstruct a weapon, the sub-tab closed for you. So now the tab will stay open, and you're still gonna be focused on the gun that you were crafting or deconstructing. So I hope that will be very nice change for you, and you're gonna enjoy that. Oh god, I feel cold.
It's okay. It's all about the mindset. You have to channel the summer vibes.
It's like when your family tells you you're going on a summer vacation, and then they bring you to the northern Finland, which I wouldn't mind personally, but
sounds good to me. Oh, there they are.
But I mean, I'm not sure if you would be fine with running around in Hawaiian shirt.
In shirt, yeah, but not that cold. Oh. God.
Well, in any case. Actually, I noticed a question. So, like, speaking of bug fixes and whatnot, and this is a little bit like more towards the future, but there was a question about whether we want to do anything, or like whether we will address the lack of plans in crates. And I think that we're looking into it. We have some plans put in motion. It will take a while until I get to, but stay tuned, and we will be addressing this sometime in the future. We'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're basically right now looking into the statistics and also going through all of your reports. So once again, thank you for that. And yeah, we will see. But we definitely want to improve the RNG pool.
Yeah,
so.
and with this basic, like, also, and I think you can also speak to this, because this also comes from the community a little bit, that we're obviously the whole time we're trying to also balance priorities so that we can actually work most efficiently and bring you the most stuff that we can, including content and bug fixes and everything. But with the balance, we need to be kind of careful what we prioritize. And right now, and it sort of has been for a while, because we've also promised some big features earlier this year, and among other things. So we are actually working in the background. There is some other stuff cooking as well, but we've been also focusing a lot on polishes, on quality of life fixes and bug fixes and stuff like that. So we're also trying to improve the game experience as much as we can, both in these minutiae of the gameplay as well as larger features. but because these features are larger, it takes a little bit more time for us to properly develop them, to properly test them, to make sure that they're really prepared and that they will work the way that we want. So for some of these, we'll have to still wait for a while until we see them, but there is stuff being cooked in the background. In the meantime, we've also prepared a lot of new bug fixes in the coming updates as well, so you guys can look for that as well. And this question kind of touches on that as well in some ways. I mean, you'll see once we actually get closer to actually releasing anything related to that, but yeah.
You can do it, you can survive.
Yeah, I was going to add something to what you said, but yeah, you said it all, basically. What is there to add? Yeah, like, good things take time.
Yeah, but that also, like, actually, that it also comes from community.
Oh, yeah,
in some ways,
actually,
because
that's true.
That's what I was saying about balancing the priorities, right? So, like, you guys also helped us being the proxy between the community and us. So, yeah, also thank you guys for, you know, all the feedback, like we mentioned. And, you know, even I would like to, like, for myself, I would like to point out, because many of you actually know that I am kind of lurking on Reddit and whatnot, not necessarily as actively responding, because I don't always have a lot of time for that, but I try to, you know, read as much as I can from the feedback. So, like, yeah, we do hear you guys, we do read your feedback, and it's very valuable. But we also obviously need to collect feedback from all kinds of sources and then kind of figure out the sort of, how to put it, not necessarily average, but, you know,
how prevalent the bugs are.
Yeah, basically. So don't fret if what you what you present as feedback isn't taken one-to-one. That doesn't mean that we've ignored it. That doesn't mean that we didn't, you know, evaluate it at all or anything like that. But there is a lot of factors coming into play. But in this case, it was, you know, we've seen a lot of feedback. We've seen a lot of posts. A lot of players have expressed their opinions, and we've been collecting that, and we are trying to shift the priority so that we can bring the stuff that you guys want. So, like I said, you know, keep an eye out, and there is stuff that we hope to bring you at some point, hopefully soon, but I can't at this point promise one. So,
and I will peek in because I saw Dizzy online that you asked for what's useful when reporting bugs to us. Definitely, if you have a video, it would be the best. You can mention the console as well. If it's something shelter-wise, it would be very useful to even get your ID, so we can basically check your account for any issues. And that's basically it. Maybe if you even manage to do the thing you're reporting more times, even what you think if you think what it might be caused with, anything like that. But basically the video is the best thing that you can do to help us figure something out.
Yeah, and also if you're reporting the bugs on Reddit, may I bring your attention to the community flare, which is called Bug Reports.
It was
quite unimaginatively, nice. But if you use it, it makes it easier for us, or, well, most often for me, to sort through the bugs, because the bugs that are reported on all the social media is brought to the rest of the team on a regular basis. We do have these feedback meetings where we discuss them. So, yeah. I think I did mention that already 2 times, but once again, thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys very much for any info about bugs that are currently on public and are troubling you. It's very helpful that you give us any information.
And maybe let's touch up on another bug that popped up in 15.0 and was sorted out in 15.1, because there was a question about hidden cache.
Right, the buried cache, yeah.
The gold cache.
The gold cache, because it was buffed. It was buffed in 15.0, but unfortunately this was a bug.
Yeah.
So it was fixed because it was causing some other issues behind the scenes. So to make the whole system more balanced, basically this was fixed. Yep. To answer your question, I think this one was for Twitch, but maybe let's take a look on other. There's some.
I mean, in the meantime, I'm gonna pick up on the questions there about movement mechanics and our plans into the future. and I believe that it mostly is aimed at movement mechanics regarding weapon handling and movement with weapons, which we've already mentioned a couple times that we are working on a weapon overhaul, which was one of the promises that we've made for this year. And part of that is that we would really want to, and we intend to, refine movement with certain weapon types and balance it in a way that it makes sense and makes also the gameplay more engaging and more fun, but also feel more, well, realistic in a sense, that we can avoid some of the problems that players are reporting, and that it's, you know, each weapon type would feel kind of different, and they would all make sense. So that is one of the things that we are focusing on. Right now, it's still work in progress. It's one of the things that we're continuously working on. So we unfortunately can't tell you exactly when we'll be able to deliver this to you. But it is one of the priorities that we're currently working on, to polish the gunplay and the movement related with it.
And I do see a question about the overhaul, or moreover a question that is asking us to nerf some weapons. As we have mentioned earlier, tweaking the overall gun balance will be part of the major weapon overhaul, and as Michal said previously, this is a complicated issue and it takes a lot of work and it takes time. So yeah, we do ask you for some patience on this matter, and as the whole team is working hard to make this happen.
Especially with, you know, weapon overhaul being, you know, overhaul, and we're touching upon essentially the entire gunplay. That means that anything that we change, even not just regarding parameters, but regarding any functionality, will affect the entire range of weapons that we have currently in the game, and we need to make sure that the gunplay still after that feels okay. So whenever we make these changes, we need to keep in mind how it affects everything else in that particular mechanic. So it's not just about you know, tweaking and balancing particular individual weapons, but this is we're talking about the entire gameplay mechanic. Not saying that it will be changed fundamentally, that it's going to feel completely different. It's more the question about like polishing certain aspects of it and making sure that it feels more perhaps like I mentioned, realistic in a sense, but also a little bit more fluid, a little bit more intuitive. That the weapon types are better understandable, so you'll know what to expect from different weapons, and they will be more balanced within each other, especially also considering how gunplay itself interacts with other gameplay mechanics, such as in the original question, the movement, for example. So we are working on this. We are trying to figure out the best way to approach this as well, so that we can ensure that, like, you know, that you have fun in the Outlands.
So close, so close.
Huh. Yeah. And we do have some more people jumping into the chat, saying hi. So hello guys, welcome. Glad that you are able to join at least for... Oh shit, we still have 40... Oh. We still have 40 minutes. Okay, scratch that. Anyway, and we do have some people asking where Forsythia is, so I just wanted to assure everyone that Forsythia is alive. And she is, and she is well. But yeah, I hope I will also be a good moderator. I don't know how much I'm doing, how good a job I'm doing so far. I am battling with the software a little bit more.
Look at our little party you are having here. Come on, no, not that. You are having a party.
But maybe I'm not sure if that's something that you can talk about right now. But do you have plans for, like, how are you going to plan the streams and hosting in the future? Or is that something that's not decided yet?
We actually do, and I thank you very much for reminding me of that, because that was that was an important point that completely slipped my mind. Thank you, Michal. So it would be good to mention that the next stream will not happen in 2 weeks, but rather in 3 weeks, because we do have a national holiday in Czech Republic during the date of the next stream. So yeah, it will be 3 weeks. I hope we will, even if it's moved, we will see all of you there again. And yep. And I do remember that I have seen some requests for shootout.
Okay,
Next time,
shootout
so-
next then.
Maybe shootout.
Sure.
Go destroy them all.
Oh, they will destroy me. Come on.
Well, you know,
Like the
I-
noob shield is real.
I mean, it reminds me of a great line from one of my all-time favorite shows, Firefly, which is, if someone tries to kill you, you try to kill them right back.
That's helpful, but we will see. But come on, we did an amazing elimination, so congrats to the team.
Good job.
You
good
were awesome. You carried my...
job. I mean, you did your part.
I tried.
And yeah, I do see maybe an interesting question that might be for you, Michal. Do you guys ever plan on getting rid of one-shot headshot?
Okay, it's an interesting question. Okay, how do I put this? Give me a second. No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you know, it's
Short and sweet.
there is a reason. Like, there is also particularly design reason why it's there, because it gives you a certain guarantee, right? If you're running around and shooting at someone, essentially regardless of what your aim is, ultimately there is some factor of, you know, weapon spread and distance and everything. So that gets down to certain, in generally speaking, probabilities. But one-shot headshot is a bit of a guarantee that we provide in this sense. And also it makes sense in general, so I don't think that we would be inclined to changing that.
Yep.
I am there with so many veteran players. I'm gonna be dead soon.
Oh
No.
boy.
You have to have trust in you.
Uh-huh.
I mean, let's just hope
Right.
that no one is going to, like, actually stream snipe you.
I hope not.
I'm
we have
sure
some skin
nobody.
on.
I'm sure nobody would do something so mean.
Where is everyone though?
But she's gonna do great.
Where is everyone?
And we do have another nice
kill me,
question.
please.
This time from YouTube. Some future gun ideas. How about maybe adding a lever action rifle, like a Winchester? What do you think? Would you like to see that?
I mean, well, okay. Personally, my priorities for any kind of weaponry are slightly elsewhere, which I think we covered on a couple of streams already. And unfortunately, I don't think that I will be able to push this idea through. So, nein, we will nicht have Flammenwerfer. But
English plus.
I mean, I think that was fairly self-explanatory. You don't need Hans for that. Anyway, yeah, I mean, you know, when it comes to ideas for new weapons, I mean, it's at least worth considering. We'll see if the rest of the team likes it as well. And who knows, it might appear in the game.
And did we talk about every single interesting bug? I don't think so. Let's get back to the change log.
Every single, yeah, I mean, yeah, we kind of digressed. Sorry about that, but yeah, like every single interesting bug.
What's there? There was this one where people got kicked from the screen when crafting weapons. Maybe I know you're busy.
It was not
But-
specifically crafting weapons.
Dashboard.
Dashboard. I'm gonna kill myself. No, not that. I'm gonna get myself killed. Yeah,
I mean, you do realize that you respawn here.
I know.
Like, it will take a while until you get back to the shelter.
But yeah, I know. But basically, what happened there were some issues on our cloud that our colleague managed to fix, so it should be all good now. Same goes for opening crates and getting kicked to splash screen, as some of you reported. All of that should be right now fixed and working smoothly, so I hope you're gonna have a nice time playing the game and feel a little less kicked out. But there is not much really to say to that. I am not a cloud person, and I would not do their job the honor that they deserve.
There's actually a question about whether Anakin containers will ever be a shootout map, which I find a little bit odd because I feel that you wouldn't have a lot of space to move around in a container.
3 kills in a row. God damn.
Yeah,
Party.
I guess so. But the different strokes for different folks. I guess maybe they just want a more crowded map. I don't know, but yeah.
Everyone just spawns on a giant pile, and whoever's last wins. How's it going in the meantime?
So it's so different to play on public compared to, for example, our playtests, because it's very different game mode even for one shootout.
Well, plus also considering that when we usually do playtests, we focus on particular stuff.
That's true. There is usually a focus tracker for us, and we are not just running around and shooting each other, right? But they are cool. Oh, what is this?
That looks like a lot of fun.
That was a lot. Make encounter great again.
I actually okay. That's an interesting question that we have on YouTube, which is have you ever thought about implementing damage to body parts? Well, interestingly enough, we have a long time ago, and we did. But I'm not gonna I'm not gonna tell exactly how it works. I actually think that like a bunch of you guys kind of figured out. But yeah, there is a system in place that does take that into consideration.
Yep, and this is actually quite commonly asked, because sometimes we do receive some videos from the members of the community who are asking us like, okay, I have shot this person 3 times. How come he didn't die? And we're like, well, you didn't really shoot him into the body. You might have shot him into some other body part, which might take less damage.
Yeah, so it might be worth to note that the hit marker that you get when you hit someone doesn't tell you where exactly you hit them on the body. It just tells you that you hit them. So you get the confirmation of the hit, but because there is this system of body parts, it can mean that you actually hit them in a body part where they won't take as much damage as you might have hoped. Obviously, it is in some ways intuitive that there are certain body parts that are a little bit more critical, so people take more of the damage in those body parts. So oftentimes, when you encounter this kind of issue, it might just be that.
God damn.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I just keep getting distracted, just jumping between the 4 screens that we have in this room, and then always just fixating on Witchy playing.
Yeah, I'm mainly just getting distracted by the carnage over there.
Wait.
Yep.
Oh! I can heal. Heal plus.
Also reload.
Oh yeah. I always forget to do that.
Yeah, and we do have somebody asking to bring back the mortar strikes on the players camping more than 20 seconds. We are not planning to do that.
Yeah, it's unlikely that we'll do that, but as like I do understand the general idea behind that, and we might bring it up with the rest of the team, and maybe at some point we'll come up with the solution or an idea what to maybe do about campers as well. But it's it is one of the things that we might address sometime in the future, but who knows.
Okay, but shout out to a winner of our shootout, which was also my teammate from elimination from the last round.
Nice.
Solid.
Ooh, and
Was it one of the ones who carried you?
It was the party, come on.
we do have an interesting suggestions once again against campers. Hey guys, why not make a -2 HP? If you are lying in the bushes, every 10 seconds you get docked.
That does sometimes happens to me when I'm lying in the bushes.
Like in real life?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You just start losing HP.
Because
But does it happen to you?
Well, if I'm bitten by ants, yes.
Do you get the stagger as well?
But what are you doing in the bushes in your free time?
Let's not go there.
Okay, shootout or elimination?
No, like, well,
To spice it up.
I'm gonna suffer, sure, but maybe some loadout, you know.
Just
that would help.
I mean, yeah, or I mean, you can do the challenge.
0 to hero.
Like 0 to hero, or you can be a loot bunny.
I'm gonna be a loot bunny with a gun. But where is my new weapon?
But yeah, well, I mean, the idea for campers, I think that over time we actually did have some ideas that we would just mention, like, you know, just talking in the kitchen or whatever. Yeah, well, we might talk this through with the team, and then we might at some point figure out a way how to approach this in a sensible manner. And if that happens, then we'd let you know once we're ready with that.
Sure.
And I do see some more people mentioning crates and the drop rates of stuff. So just would like to say that we did already answer this on this stream, and that we are looking into it. We are looking into the statistics, also going through the reports, and
Yes. Guys, if you have any suggestions, what should I bring into the encounter so you can kill me and loot me, go ahead.
Take antibiotics, caffeine, and port. And sweat it.
I'm not gonna be able to run it like that, come on. A lamp trap, of course. Let's do... Maybe, where is my radiation grenade? Hello. Hello. And maybe, oh yeah, adrenaline, why not? And a booby trap. And let's go. So, summer in the winter, I would do that. And let's claim our challenge. Nice. All season credits. Ooh. Season 10.
It's a blast from the past.
No, very much so. Oh, we're waiting now.
We have another interesting question. In the future, are we planning to let other players all join one shelter or have a team shelter? And this is
not anytime soon, and I personally don't think it would happen ever. And there are technical reasons for that, because the way this is implemented, the way this is set up at this point prevents us from doing this. In order to make it possible, we would probably have to touch a lot of systems, then we would risk breaking a lot of stuff, and it would be quite a big of a change. So I feel that it's unlikely that we would end up doing that.
Okay guys, that's a full lobby.
Also, people are asking to see my shirt.
Yes. Is it visible like this? Maybe. No.
I don't know. I can't properly see myself. But it's Old Star. Not sure if like so it's Old Star cover. I mean, I like the album. Maybe not necessarily as good as some of the old ones like Panzerfaust and whatnot, but yeah, good stuff. Also trying to keep with my tradition of wearing Norwegian black metal bands t-shirts on streams.
It is a good tradition to wear all black on the streams.
Also yes, and especially in summer.
Just a lot of black colors on the stream.
I mean
that's the only color that matters.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, and it's very useful, especially in the summer.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't think I actually. No, actually, I do have some Vigor t-shirts that are red, and a couple of few other game t-shirts, like game-related t-shirts. But yeah, it's basically just black t-shirts, because yeah.
They're both game t-shirts and metal t-shirts. All of them are black, which I'm not complaining about, because you don't want to bring a white t-shirt into a meetup. And
wait, let's do the fireworks first. Where do we put them?
Yes, black like our souls. Blacker than the black times black infinity.
Oh, fireworks! Come on!
Nice. Nice.
Yes.
Yes, please. And more fireworks! I love these guys. That's awesome. Thank you. We need more fireworks here. So let's add more of it.
I mean, who needs, portable detectors if other players bring fireworks?
Nah. Fireworks better. Hey, there is a player! I'm gonna say hello. Please don't shoot me. Oh, I see. Okay. let's have a party here then.
Oh, a friendly Outlander. I love that.
Yes.
I love it. Love to see it.
So, what else? Let's do.
Throw the grenade.
No, I'm not gonna be mean. You're the mean one.
Fair.
And we do have somebody saying that they do like white clothing for snowy maps, which I fully support that notion, because while Witchy right now looks very cool in the summer days setup, I do need all the help I can get with camouflage. So
that's true. Maybe let's.
Although you'd be surprised how actually just black and white clothes, especially with the corpse paint, is fairly good camouflage in winter. I mean, like whenever you walk through like Scandinavian woods, you never know how many black metal players are around you at that point.
Let's run around and do some stuff. But thank you for the party. I have a teammate now. Woo. Good.
And some people are claiming they have. Oh, that's Modvlog. I have never killed a friendly. Which yes, don't kill friendly people.
Yes,
both in Vigor and in real life.
Damn. Ooh. Let's set alarm trap. Sure.
Does that mean we're getting death metal Vigor skins? Death metal? Death metal? I mean, I like that, but...
What's your favorite kind of metal?
Generally black metal. But I mean, okay, so like, well... I mean, how much time do you want to invest into this
Not as
train
much,
of thought?
okay.
No, but like I basically
30 seconds,
I basically listen to and are you going to stop? Okay, I'm basically listening to all, like, literally all kinds of music, even like classical music, romantic music, and a little bit of baroque music, but I specifically like impressionism and whatnot. But I also listen to a lot of metal. Ranging from progressive metal through folk metal through death metal, all the way to like the rawest atmospheric black metal. So yeah, but generally I think black metal wins. Does that satisfy your question?
But it was not my question.
Oh.
In the first place, it was from the chat. But yes, thank you for the answer. And let's see what the chat has to say. Am I allowed to say that?
I'm not sure what you are going to say.
Well, I just said it. Let's see what the chat has to say, because that's for CTA's catchphrase. I hope I don't get scolded for that, but
let us examine what this interactive internet communication service provides. I don't think that's very much of a catchphrase, though.
It's not. It's not. Let's check it out, folks. No. Okay.
I mean, that's something. Not sure I would choose that, but it's definitely something.
Yeah, I should have thought about that before the stream.
I'm putting down the bear trap, so please, my dear friendly guy, don't step into it. I don't want to hurt you. No! God damn! No! We need bear traps. So... let's do this. More caffeine. We need more caffeine.
I mean, you don't have to miss for Cynthia. She's right there in the chat with you.
Exactly. Loot. Where is
black
my
tomato.
Stuck?
I mean, if you want black tomato,
wait, there are black tomatoes actually.
I mean, if you leave it out in long enough.
A random piece of information you definitely don't need, but there is black tomatoes. As far as I'm aware, that are not like colored. Oh no, someone's shooting! Don't shoot! No shooting! No shooting policy.
Right, in the meantime.
In the meantime.
Do we have any questions?
I'm sure we do. We always do. I believe there are some recurring questions about bulk crafting. So basically, as we did mention in the previous stream and possibly the stream before that, I'm not sure, but mostly the previous stream, we are looking into it, but as of right now, we are more focused on other things. Just we did mention at the beginning of this stream that we have some big stuff in the works. especially the major weapon overhaul, the new shelter improvement that is currently in the works, and so we will look into it, but not sure if it will be feasible in the near future.
I think like maybe a week or two back, something like that. I responded to Reddit thread about this, that we're not saying a hard no to the idea. We generally like the idea, but as I also mentioned right here on this stream, that we are balancing certain priorities, trying to deliver the best content that we can in the most efficient manner as well. So this idea will have to fit somewhere in there, and with that in mind, we can't right now say when we'll be able to actually deliver that. But it's not something that we are immediately, dismissing. It's just we're not working on it right now. But who knows? Maybe soon enough, or a bit later. We'll see.
Yep. And we don't have a question, but we do have a suggestion that you should go find some people to kill. Our chat is out for
Killing.
blood.
God damn. Well, that is radiation now, at least.
Do it.
You know we want to.
Let's make it look there. I don't want to go across the whole map. That's too far. I have tiny legs. Come on. I cannot run that far.
And looking for.
Also, I see a question about the 20k kill badge. You guys were actually asking about these kind of badges for a while. We've heard you, and it's been proposed to the team. We'll see what's gonna come out of it. No promises as yet, but we are probably going to have a bit of a look at the badges at some point in the future, hopefully. So just keep an eye out.
Let's go to the lake. I like the lake.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Somebody was trying to protect you and they got killed.
Oh, I'm so sorry. God damn!
Sorry
But
to
thank
hear
you
that.
so much.
But you sacrifice yourself for a great
The
cause.
greater good.
Yes.
Come on. Thank you so much.
And also, like you were saying, actually, the lake on Dwerg Forest is actually very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the night.
Like the lake
weather.
with the lake with the cabin there.
Oh yeah. Can I move there? Like now, please? With a good internet connection.
This is actually funny because I just remembered that, like when I did the Vigor team interview, there is the question about like what's your favorite map, or actually it's like if you could build your shelter in any of the maps, which one would you choose? And I basically was like hands down Dwerg Forest.
Really? Why?
Yeah, well, because it's okay. I would say like my ideal kind of vision for like retirement is the most remote part of Scandinavia you can find, having just a small cabin with like a supply of booze, a sauna, and just some tin cans and whatever for like food and some hunting equipment. All the important stuff, yeah. And just
There is someone.
having
Hello.
fun. So yeah, and Dwerg Forest is kind of like the closest you can get to it.
Yes, friendly people. Thank you.
And especially
Let's do
the
a
lake that we've mentioned, right? It's like this idyllic little scene with like that small house that's there. Very nice.
Okay,
Especially at night.
Let's go there though. Oh, there is airdrop. Maybe I should start running toward it. There is an exit. Sure, let's take that one.
And I do see some questions about crossplay between Xbox and PlayStation. We are looking into it, but it is once again a bit of a tricky topic, and there are some requirements that need to be met. So while it is something that we would definitely like to have, it is a lot of work. So we will see.
It would definitely be nice to have, but there is a lot more to it than just allowing it. We don't really have the secret button to allow crossplay for PlayStation and Xbox, unfortunately. Would be nice.
Yeah, it's a little bit more complicated process. So we need to make sure that like all the parts or all the factors are taken into account. Hopefully, we might be able to do something about it, but again, no promises as of yet.
And we do have a very important question right here. Michal, wet or dry sauna?
I mean, if by wet you mean with a lot of vodka, Sure.
Borovichka is the one though, no?
Yeah, well,
Like-
I mean, I'm not that picky. Not that picky.
Does everyone know what
But yes.
Borovichka is, though?
Well, they definitely should.
No, that's the question.
And do they know how to pick a good one?
No, almost no one does.
True.
But you do, of course.
Yes! Someone guessed it.
Fine alcohol.
Actually, no.
Well,
That's not it.
Okay, I didn't know that either.
yeah, same.
It's not pine. It's juniper berries.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
We learn something new every day.
I mean, technically, I'm sure you could distill something out of a pine, but it would be kind of difficult. Like, there's not a lot of sugar there.
I mean, you can distill anything out of anything.
Yeah. I basically come from a part of our country which is kind of... I don't want to say famous for it, but basically yes.
Okay, but look how pretty, and I could live, like, right here. This would be just a-okay.
I mean, that's also kind of a way to go, I suppose, but...
Okay, let's run because already... Oh no, I'm going to the other side. God damn.
Don't die.
I have time.
Run.
Hopefully.
She'll be fine.
I usually start running once the timer goes off. I'm gone.
It's kind of, hard to hear that.
Oh, did you want it to?
No.
The headphones?
No, I didn't. It's bulky and I wouldn't hear you guys, so that wouldn't make much sense for me. And
Also,
not...
she ain't need no headphones.
I know.
I think it would definitely help, but And okay, no stamina for me. Do we have something? Yeah, we have. Sure, for the shortest run ever.
Oh, this is maybe an interesting question. Any plans for a map like Battery? A map that has a summer and winter version? Some kind of core version like that. How feasible is that?
Could be cool. I don't think we have anything like that in the works right now, but worth considering.
Isn't there
Like maybe which maps would you like to see converted like this? That's an interesting question for the chat.
But it would be really cool if and I don't know if this could be actually doable for any map that we have right now, but using the difference between like winter and summer version, where you might have like a body of water, like a wider river or something that like in the winter version is actually frozen, so you can actually run through it, and then it might change like the topology while the rest of the map still stays the same, mostly same-ish. But yeah, I mean it's an interesting idea, definitely. Actually, I've noticed a question for you from Tiny Online about what is your favorite consumable in the game right now, and why?
Ooh.
Well, something I would say. Favorite consumable. I think the iodine tablets. To be fair, because I'm so paranoid and. I don't know. Radiation just creeps me out, and I mean, like in real life, when I'm watching films,
killer, right?
Yeah, when I'm watching movies and everything, it just it gives me the ick. So even in the Outlands, I really very much like to be protected. So even though I'm booking it, sometimes before the radiation hits, I do like to steer on the safer side.
Makes sense. It is the silent killer, and I really do like how we have it visualized in the game, though. With the tiny sparkles.
Right, yeah.
That's very helpful, even though every time I run into it, I'm like, yeah, sparkles, what are those? And then realize what are those, and then run away and hope not to die.
And what are yours? Favorite consumables?
Yeah, I see that Tiny is now asking about mine. Well, since we don't have the old Flammenwerfer, I think that I would go with Mortar Strike because, boom.
Big boom. God damn. I always hate the sound of that.
It's the kind of the closest I can get to Tiny Tina.
Tiny Tina?
From Borderlands.
Oh yeah, I see. And what about you?
For me, armor shield, because it's always protecting me. Which I usually need because I am the one to die first, even though I
Unless you get a headshot.
Yeah, well, it makes sense that it doesn't protect you from one. But I recently started enjoying adrenaline as well. Especially in encounters. That's fun to run around like a crazy person. And I like how it's balanced. It feels just right.
I don't know, like for the armor plates, I usually take them in and then I completely forget that I have taken them. It's just, and I don't put them on.
Yeah, every time I get it in a shootout, I usually get killed like 3 times until I realize, oh, maybe like if I get that, I should start using.
But you know, you have them in inventory and it gives you a good feeling. That, you know,
it does.
You have them for you.
Just like the iodine tablets, honestly. I mean, it's good to have them. Stay safe. Wear protection. And let's see some
Jumpy
chats.
Oh, I don't have a snipey. I'm screwed.
Wait, you do?
Well, not really. That's not a snipey.
The other.
And that's not a snipey
right, yeah.
either. So, but I will admit it, I am a camper.
Got confused by the skin.
It's, I think, from Easter.
It is,
I didn't manage to switch all the weapons to our new summer skins. So there is a Easter one, but I really like those summer ones. They are very pretty.
And I see somebody saying that some new shelter improvements would be awesome. Once again, definitely we agree.
Like, you all guys actually mentioned, just in doing this stream in the chat, you guys mentioned like a bunch of stuff that we've definitely at least considered. So, but we're not, I mean, well, like, yeah, you're gonna have to wait a little bit, but like I mentioned, there's some big stuff cooking in the background. So, once we're, you know, ready with it, and we're happy with the state that it's in, and we're gonna release it, then you know about it. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna enjoy most of that, all of that. I hope.
For sure.
Like, a lot of that is actually stuff that the community has been asking for a while.
Yeah, I mean, most of the, I would say like most of the things that are added is usually based on some kind of community feedback or a suggestion, or maybe a talk with our partners.
I have a snipey now. Hello.
We have some people saying that proximity chat would be hilarious.
Like, it could be, yes. It's also a little bit tricky subject in general.
Ooh, okay.
Well done.
Thank you. I didn't saw that one coming.
That was adequately savage.
I didn't even. I wasn't sure that there is a person, but oh well. Okay, let's not be a camper. I know you guys hate those.
I mean, do what you got to do.
I understand it.
And this is interesting questions. We are slowly approaching the end of the stream, but we still have about 5 minutes. And we have a question about why do we use Xbox during our stream? And the answer is very simple, because it is
there.
It is set up in here, so we usually use it. But maybe
I mean, you can't see it right now, but lo and behold.
But maybe if you're lucky, you can stumble into us playing on PlayStation during the day. It's usually a bit earlier than the streams are, but we do have a PlayStation in our marketing office, and sometimes we jump on there and just boost the lobbies and, you know, wind up a little bit during lunch breaks or sometimes after work.
It's always good to play that.
Ain't nothing better than a quick shootout after.
Yeah, it's nice that it's fast paced and you can just jump into one and then leave.
And it's a nice change of pace from, counters.
Ooh,
It happened.
cold!
That is a ballsy move.
Oh yeah. Also, oh, that is leather though. Okay, I didn't know about that one.
No, yeah,
I never thought of that approach.
I mean, it's
Oh,
usually
all
like,
the nobody likes you. Yes, the best, the one and only.
I did see some question about what's for dinner tonight. What are your dinner plans?
Hold on, I have to like sift through all the inappropriate jokes until I get to like.
No. We have already done some things on this stream. Let's keep it.
Let's keep it civil.
Let's keep it PG.
We have a rating, yo. Think about it before you.
I mean, that's what I'm trying. No, I mean, at least for me, no idea. I'm gonna have to see when I get home.
Same goes for me. I usually figure something out
It's
afterwards.
improvise, adapt, overcome, that sort of stuff.
I see the head there.
I meal prep. So I have lasagna.
That's nice. That's almost like a tomato, just more processed.
There's a lot of tomatoes in that.
But not this tomato, of course.
No, of course.
No.
We would never. Definitely not. We would sooner got rid. We would have sooner got rid of the couch than the tomato. We would just.
Okay, so one big tomato
Crouch.
to sit on. Oh no, the enemy team won. God damn.
I mean, come on, Tiny.
I agree though.
Like, yes, but also, come on. I'm trying my best here.
As usual. Oh, that is even the St. Patrick's Day, I think. The skin.
Yeah.
Jump.
Now you're essentially like one big package of festivities.
Very much so. A little bit of everything.
That's an interesting choice to snipe with that gun. Yeah.
But we are slowly running out of time. Not sure if we will be able to finish the elimination.
Maybe not. I mean, it's 50-50 now, so.
There's still a couple of rounds left.
That's true. And we do have some questions in the chat, this time on YouTube, about legacy seasons. So we listened to your suggestions. The legacy seasons are staying up for now before getting replaced with the new shelter improvement.
Indeed.
So they will be available for a little bit longer. We don't have an ETA to share about the about the replacement right now, but
we've already shared some like basic info about our intentions, our plans. It is one of the things that is currently brewing in the background. It will take a while still, so once again, as I mentioned with other features, once we are ready to present you guys with something with more details, we will keep an eye out. I think that it's going to be a while still. But we are working on some plans what to do with it, and we want to make sure that like the transition between the systems is the best we can do for all you guys that already did some of the legacy seasons, but also for all the new guys that haven't had the chance yet, so that you guys can have all the content that you're looking for in those legacy seasons right now. But yeah, we're working on it. We don't really have details to share at this point, and keep an eye out.
But you're gonna be definitely, it will be definitely announced, so you're gonna be given a lot of time to pack up everything.
And just we would like to let you know that we will definitely let you know in advance before they are replaced. So don't worry, you will have a long enough notice. And we do have something about memorial skins. Any plans for more skins to do with Memorial Day, Remembrance Day, or bringing them back for these days? We will see. We also really very much loved the poppy gun skins and snazzy looking uniforms, I would call them. So we will see. And that actually brings me to another point I would like to bring up. We did thank you all for sharing the bug reports with us, but we definitely love to see some suggestions for us. For example, what kind of cosmetics you would like to see. So some maybe inspo pictures that we can share with the artists.
Yeah, I mean, if you have any ideas, feel free to share them with us, even regarding skins and whatnot, or themes that you would like to see. We, if we get something like that, we can then consider it and see what we can do with it. And maybe a skin that you propose might get into the game. Also, there was a question about if we're going to put a note on the Legacy Season page to let people know when we're going to be removing them. You will be, not only we will also notify you outside of the game, but there will be also reminders in the game once we actually get to that point. But again, like it will take some time, so for now, don't worry about us just disabling it, straight away. We will tell you soon.
Definitely.
Well, rather, like, as in soon before we actually do that.
And I do see a question for me about what weapon do I choose. Honestly, I do play, but I am a looter by heart. And I also suck at shooting, so there's that. Hey! Well, you say that, but it's actually true for me, so...
It's actually true for me, too.
I do enjoy the SVU, but really, very much a looter.
If you, suck at shooting, there is a very simple answer to that.
Just loot.
Puko.
The Puko movement. I mean, yes, that is also the option. But...
Unless you want to shoot Pukos.
I refused to use Puko before it's nerfed.
Never gonna happen.
Justice for Puko. I like the situations where in whatever shootout you end up with no ammo and you're just standing there trying to kill the other player with the melee attack. Like, trying so hard and it's not really working. It happens so often. Okay. It looks like we might win, actually.
I know we're going a little bit over the allotted time, but I really want to see
who wins.
You win.
Not me, my great team. Look at them.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm the one dead.
I mean, but you did your part. And you landed one beautiful headshot.
Yeah, I will put it on my inspiration board. I did a headshot.
I thought you were gonna say you're gonna put it on your CV.
I am proud of myself, but not that much.
Come on.
Yeah, we won! God damn, good job, guys. Good job, guys, though. Very impressive. It was a very nice game playing with you.
Nice. Yep. And
see, we didn't do that bad.
I guess this is our cue to maybe start wrapping it up. Do you have any parting notes for this stream?
Not really.
See you guys in the Outlands. Thank you for being here.
And be careful out there.
Take care of each other.
Yep.
And stay
Don't
with us.
Don't shoot friendly players.
Also that, yeah. And yeah, just take care of each other. Stay with us. We've got some really cool stuff prepared and really cool stuff that we're working on. So once we get to it, you'll definitely hear from us. And yeah, I'm sure you're gonna like it. It's gonna be a while, but yeah.
Yep.
See you around.
Thank you guys for joining. See you in the Outlands.